There is only one war that matters, and it is here.
All right, so we just watched the trailer for the season finale of season 7 of Game of Thrones. Bob, I know
Bob is so sad that the season's almost over.
So, yeah, I mean, that told us very little.
Right.
There was a lot of like Sansa's forlorn, but clearly, Bobby, sit down. It's okay. And then, and obviously they go to King's Landing. And where do they meet there? Where are they meeting there? That's
I thought it was the Sept, but I don't think so. It seems to be some kind of outdoor
arena.
amphitheater.
Right,
Yeah, I thought it was the ruin of the Sept.
That would be badass.
But I don't think that's what that is, actually. It looks more crumbled and less burned.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 things I took from that. I mean, other than the obvious, which is that they're going to King's Landing, is that one was a question: who's the guy on his knees in the beach?
Right. Yeah, that's what's right.
Totally.
The most.
It was at first I thought it was Theon, which doesn't make any sense. He's on the ship, if you noticed in that trailer.
He was on the
It
ship
looked like
behind
Jamie to
Tyrion.
me for
He was
some reason.
behind
I
Tyrion?
think it's
He was behind.
Yeah, but I
Tyrion
think it's Theon.
And he was next to Varys.
I think it is Theon, because Theon is with the rest of the Ironborn, and I think they kick him out and he ends up on the beach, and then he ends up, maybe. I think it's.
That's possible. We'll get to Theon in a second. Or it's Euron and they've lost. That the Cersei side is lost.
Right. Yeah. I mean, obviously it's a trailer. We don't know who it is. It could be anybody. It's just it was a cool shot, so we're supposed to.
Yeah, and so Theon is on the boat. I paid extra attention to that. Next to Varys, behind Tyrion in that preview, and Theon being alive is not that great a sign, because if there's a showdown of Greyjoys, Theon's not going to win it. I don't mean physically. I mean the Greyjoys have no respect for him.
Right.
And they'll go with Euron instead of Theon. So
yeah, but they might go. But I mean, but that said, it's at some point, again, this show has been thrilling and has killed regular characters, but it's not set up to be a show where the bad guys win. I mean, it might be. I mean, it might happen, but we've been set up for Theon to have this moment of there's about to be a giant dogfight too. So if that happens on the right side of the left side of your screen, enjoy. But like we're set up for Theon's redemption to some extent. I mean, and if they don't redeem that character who has been humiliated and treated he did awful things, but he's paid a price. Although it's funny, it's like he did awful things, but he didn't kill the Stark kids. He just killed 2 neighborhood kids and pretended they were Stark. So, come on. But we're, I believe, supposed to think that Theon is an okay guy, right? I mean, and he's clearly conflicted.
He's been through quite a bit.
He's been through quite a bit, and he was unable to save his sister. He's right. He was unable to save his sister, right? Any move he made there just would have resulted in, hey, sweet girl, would have resulted in his death. So, so if Theon just is humiliated again and then dies, like, I don't know. We're supposed to have a night. I think Theon is supposed to step up and show the Greyjoys.
Yeah, I don't agree with you, Ben. I don't know why you keep assuming that the good guy is going to win and the people are going to get redeemed. First of all, in Theon's case in particular, he's already been redeemed when he saved Sansa. So it's okay. We can let him go now. And boy, has he been a survivor. I mean, if Sansa can give the speech about you don't know what I've been through, wait till you get a load of Theon.
But it just Theon can't we can't keep him alive so that he can lose to Euron again. Like what?
Could be.
No, then you kill him then, right?
Yeah.
Then he died then.
Yeah, I don't know, but I do know that I don't necessarily expect the good guys to win in this.
It's not so much that I expect the good guys to win, is that I expect there to be an arc for the characters that we've come to identify with. And they need to finish the Theon arc, and having him just fail and die at the hands of Greyjoys who hate him is a.
But it could be a pivotal showdown where the Navy will, decide the outcome, and Theon is there to lose. You see what I'm saying? And so, but we don't know.
Maybe. Okay, I mean that's at least an arc that
or
makes
he'll
some
sacrifice
sense.
himself to take out.
Okay, but he has to try. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
He might well die. I got that, but he's got to die killing Euron, or at least die nobly
I think
trying.
we're going to see a series of people that are going to go out suicidally, taking out somebody else important. So I think you're going to see Theon, Jaime, There'll probably be a few others.
The Armenian guy, the eye patch pirate dude.
Is he really
Dondarrion.
Armenian?
No, his last name is Dondarrion.
Like what?
So that guy's itching to go out as a suicide bomber. Sorry, but like because he keeps saying like, "Why am I here? I'm here to kill someone.
And the Hound
I'm here to kill someone important and then die."
And the Hound will probably die taking out the Mountain.
Or Thormund finally does die, and the Hound like then gets back with Brienne, and he's like, "Well, you know what? You do have kind of a look that you'd cut my liver."
I'm into it.
I like this. You know, he was really
my eyes aren't so sad anymore.
right, yeah. And all of a sudden I got you.
got
I just
happy eyes.
Theon's death can't be simple. Otherwise, it was weird that they've kept him alive.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And that cross fingers gets settled next week.
Yeah. But you know, I don't know.
But who knows? At the end, Theon's sitting on the Iron Throne. Okay, that is not going to happen. You never know, but I know that.
That guy's a really good actor.
Pod.
Yeah.
Pod's gonna sit on.
Yeah. So King's Landing showdown, meeting of the families.
Yeah, finally, I mean, you know, Cersei and it's weird in a show this amazing. You know, I was just reading that in Network, for example, you know, Faye Dunaway spends the whole movie obsessed with Peter Finch. They don't have a scene together, like that, which is weird. I didn't even realize that. But so like, you know, the number of people in Game of Thrones who've never had a scene together, but among them, of course, Cersei and Daenerys, they've never been in the same place, you know. And we're gonna get some of Jon Snow too. We're gonna get some scenes finally between big, huge stars together, Jon Snow and Cersei and Daenerys, theoretically, and Cersei.
You know, maybe the Brienne note is not fake. Maybe it was for that meeting of the families, and Sansa sent Brienne instead of herself.
Yeah,
So
because we got that one shot of Sansa left sort of seemingly, if we're to suggest anything from that, is that Sansa is alone.
Yeah, so which leads me to my second point. The first one was a question. So that to me, like it felt in my gut, ominous in the way that was not Sansa, that was Arya. Because she's alone, she has a hood over her. It felt like Arya as opposed to Sansa. So
If Arya
that's obviously a huge stretch.
If Arya kills Sansa and takes her face, then I really know nothing. That's bigger than thinking that Donald Trump would finish 11th in the Republican primary. Like that will be more shocking.
Well, if Arya kills Sansa and takes her face, I get to at least say, you know nothing, Ben Mankiewicz.
Unquestionably you do. Unquestionably you do.
Yeah.
Unless it's built up more, unless Sansa turns clearly in some dramatic way where people are imperiled and it has to be done. But she just does it because she's like, I read a note.
Yeah, all right. So let me be clear. I'm not predicting it. I'm saying it's possible. You think it's probably not possible.
Not where we are now.
Yeah, and I think it is eminently possible and perhaps even imminently possible. But part of the reason for that is she gave Sansa the dagger, which is to say, you first. And so if Sansa makes a mistake of in some way going after her, then Arya is done with her, right? It was not to give her the dagger so she'd stab her right there. Of course, Sansa's not stupid enough to try that against Arya after she saw her battle with Brienne. It's to symbolically give her the dagger to say, and by the way, it's a dagger that was going to kill one of their family members, Bran. So there's a lot of symbolism in her handing her the dagger. So that's what we're gonna see next week as to how that gets resolved. That's good enough right there, let alone the King's Landing meeting, let alone what happens to Jaime and Cersei and all that.
Right. Hopefully no zombies next week.
Yeah, I think that we're done. I think, and I hope with you, because I don't love the zombies, that the zombies we're done with them.
We know they're coming
next season,
right, yeah.
And that's the final season. Is that showdown? But the final episode of this season is: does Westeros get united, or is there more heartbreak at the end with throats cut, etc.? Where I go back to, that was great, and God damn it, why'd they do that?
All right, well, we'll find out next week. Thanks for watching. See ya. Peace out.